This is your weekly trip to Paradise, Louisiana style, with Gary Risponi, Chef KD, and Lindsay Anderson. Paradise, Louisiana is brought to you by Circle K. Taking it easy, Louisiana State Parks. Follow your outside voice to our parks and historic sites. Farm Bureau Insurance. Demco, your Touchstone Energy Cooperative. Baton Rouge Coca-Cola Bottling Company. Benny's Car Wash and Oil Change. Louisiana Fish Fry Products. Veterans Help Foundation. Relief Windows. Experience. Quality Service. Catering Cajun. Creative catering from casual to corporate. And by CCA Louisiana and the CCA Louisiana Star Tournament.
Welcome to this week's edition of Paradise, Louisiana. Superior Bait and Tackle.
Here we go again.
Keep your wallet in there.
Well, no, I'm good today. Michaela's shopping. I just saw her. Y'all gonna see it a little bit on the show. She's buying everything out in the store, so I'm good today.
Oh, I can't believe. We ought to be giving her what all she does.
That's
Look,
true.
if you listen to Paradise, Louisiana, you've been watching it for years, you hear that voice coming on. Huh?
At the introduction.
All the advertising, that's Lynn Rollins.
Yes, sir.
4 times broadcast a year. Now he's a Hall of Famer. Chris made the trip down there.
So you'll see a lot more on the show, and also Jack Haynes.
Jack Haynes, that's
famous
right.
bass fisherman.
The first Louisiana angler to win the Bassmaster Classic. We got a lot of other things coming on. We got the Redfish Cup.
The Redfish Cup.
Michaela's going to give us up to date on that.
We made a pretty good little trip.
Yeah, pretty good little trip.
Little trip. I qualify.
I tell you what, we learned how to fight the heat.
Man.
I never believed it, as hot as it was that day. Our cameraman got a little queasy one time, Trevor.
Yep.
Trevor, what's his name? Vampire?
Vam Pram. You get
Well,
close.
we got a little queasy. Well, we went out to Sacalay, and the week
Didn't
before.
catch a Sacalay.
Not one. Not even a throwback. But we did call boarfish, some big brim.
Right.
You were bad on them goggle eye. We even caught 3 or 4 bass.
And,
and
2 catfish.
2 catfish. One was a pollywide, but one of them is a fillet.
One's a fillet.
No, that was a good
fish with
trip.
Gary, you learn about fillets.
But
hey,
it's just to tell you,
a lot of news, too. Got a lot of news, like great fishing reports.
That's it.
So guess what? We're going to be right back with a whole bunch of Paradise, Louisiana.
Oh,
Well, oh, gosh, I forgot.
Look here. We got a little
graph coming in here.
always come.
Check how fine this is.
Wait
All
a
right.
second. You believe?
Y'all saw Arnold Schwarzenegger and Dan
Jay
Levita.
Thomas.
How about the likely twins? Look at this.
Yeah, Jay Thomas. Coastal Performance. You can get these now on his website, all this hunting gear.
Yep, Coastal Coolers.
Coastal Cooler. Thank you, KD. I almost didn't remember the name. Thank you, Jay Thomas.
Hey, we appreciate you, and we'll be right back because we appreciate you.
Stay tuned for more Paradise, Louisiana. Voted Best of Louisiana Outdoors 3 years in a row.
When my wife and I started Relief Windows, what our goal was to give a quality job to a homeowner. Everybody's scared of contractors. We wanted to change the mold of what that is. The reason why you should pick Relief Windows to do your renovation of your home, windows, doors, hardy plank, or siding, is because of the experience, quality service of our company. We're going to show up on time. We're going to do the job right. The job's not done until you're happy and we're happy. We believe you deserve a quality job.
Stay tuned for more Paradise, Louisiana.
Hi, I'm John Jackson, and you know we always say we gather our groceries out the bayou. Whether it's freshwater, saltwater, catfish, redfish, you have tons of choices when it comes to fish in Louisiana. But when I fry fish, there's only one choice, and that's Louisiana Fish Fry. My new favorite, the Cajun Fish Fry, has the perfect amount of cornmeal, corn flour, and the perfect mix of spices that really bring the heat. Hey, if you're craving Cajun, go look for the bright red bag at your local grocers. Bring home the taste of Louisiana with Louisiana Fish Fry.
Celebrate your mom, dad, or grad with a Benny's gift card. They'll feel loved getting their car cleaned inside or out, or getting gas, snacks, their oil changed, and more. Available at any Benny's or bennyscarwash.com.
Welcome back to Paradise, Louisiana, and here's Superior Bait and Tackle, Michaela Meyer. You do so much. Every time I go, you help with these tournaments, especially the Redfish Cup. You've been with the Wildlife and Fish for how long?
For 6 years now.
6 years. And I know I see all these tournaments and what you do. You work with Wish to Fish, which is real close to my heart. We had a busy weekend last week at the Redfish Cup. And from the captain's meeting all the way to the tournament and the weigh-in, you were there taking pictures. Let's talk about it. The captain's meeting, y'all were full house. He even picked up about 5 more boats, so he told me it was going to be about 69 boats. But I think we ended up with 75, am I correct?
Right,
75. Yes, and I talked to Benny. We'll show you a little video before we get out. Benny told me, he said, Gary, he said, they're catching most of their fish down. The Hopedale, Delta Crow, they're going to run across the lake. Maybe that's one reason it was down, you know, for as far as the boats, because they know they had to cross 2 lakes, maybe 3, and they were worried about it. But he was tickled pink. It turned out, and the catch, he predicted 29 pounds, and I see Chance Angel and Kevin Roberts won with 28.31, and they won $11,400.
Right, some beautiful fish.
Tell you what, let's sneak real quick and see some of how we took off. I mean, the captain's meeting, and this is some of the video. We're gonna run a little video right now and talk to some of the people. The captain's meeting and the takeoff the next morning, and then we'll come back. When we come back, we're gonna talk about the winners.
I want to welcome everybody to the America's Redfish Cup, sponsored by Tito's, here at the dock in Slidell. I'm Captain Clinton D. Armas. I am one of the tournament anglers, and we want to see you with Paradise, Louisiana.
On TV, Gary.
I already got her on TV.
I know she's going to make you happy.
Put a little chili first.
A little chili first? Got it.
Just in the bottom. Just a little bit. Don't let it run it, just a little bit. A little bit more. That's good. That works. Perfect.
Oh, a little more than that, right?
What do you want?
Sweet relish and onions.
Onions? And what else, Mr. Garrett?
Just a little bit. There you go. That's
What else would you like? Cheese, jalapenos, sour cream, sauerkraut? Sweet relish? Here you go, Mr. Gary. Compliments of Cito, New Orleans.
It wasn't like that.
Return time. Everybody got that? It's a long day tomorrow. Make sure you have plenty of water, Gatorade, Powerade, whatever you need on the boat. 5:30 to 3. Second flight, we'll return at 3:15. Early is fantastic. So here we go. We're going to kind of repeat some things here. 5:30 will be blast off for 1 through 30.
Well, you had 75 boats. That's tremendous. Tell me, where do you think most of these people are going?
Most of these people are probably going to run over towards St. Bernard Parish today. There's an incredible amount of fish over there, and they are all just out there. There's a bunch of pogies out there right now. So they're just gorging on pogies, and these fish are short, and they're really, really fat. So everybody's excited for this tournament today. I know it's a hot summer day, but there are going to be some tremendous weights brought in. I had a prediction of 25.74, and I know that's going to be blown away. We'll probably hit 29 pounds. We'll probably hit a record today. I believe that we'll hit a record today. 75 boats, all of them ready to run.
Okay, Michaela, tell us about these winners and where they were fishing. You found out all that?
First place, like we mentioned a minute ago, Chance Angel and Kevin Roberts had 28.31 pounds and won $11,400.
Second place came in Beau Favre and Nikki Savoy, came in at 27.66 pounds, $2,900. Third place, Kevin Harvey and Lance Trahon, 26.46 pounds, $2,300. That's what they took home. And I know most of these guys ran to Delacroix and Hopedale area to go get their fish. It was a wonderful tournament. It was hot out, but they had a great time. We had a great time. It was all around. It was a wonderful weekend.
Part of this tournament, we had a little wish to fish that was brought in there. Jada Dean and his mama and them and his daddy, we're fishing with Captain Matt McKay. Matt made a long run.
Right.
He was catching. He said, I'm making this long one before the storms come here. We ran all the way over there. We're going to be bringing you more of that in a week or so. And but I can tell you this. When that boy got his trophy, I know you got some videos. You got him walking up and down. But I know you got some pictures, too.
Right.
But when he wouldn't let that trophy go. He was so proud of that trophy because he weighed in a fish. We saved it, put it in a live well. The rest of them went in the ice box, and they cleaned him for him. So that was a great part of the tournament. What was outstanding in your mind about the tournament? I know Cito donated the food the night before, and they're always there assisting Chris and Colleen.
Chris and Colleen.
Colleen.
I'm sorry, Christian and Colleen.
Right, but they did a tremendous job. They were there, and them hot dogs were unreal.
They were. Christian and Colleen they're wonderful. They really are. They're great people, and they help a lot with the sponsoring
What's
our
the
tournament.
next Redfish Cup?
The next one is in October. Is going to be in Venice. It's Tito's Last Call is the name of the tournament.
What else can I tell you? Thank you for all you do for Wish to Fish, for Wildlife and Fisheries, and I'm positive that Benny Sanchez loves y'all to death. He keeps y'all dressed good. He keeps y'all with a lot of gifts.
Benny takes care of us.
A lot to drink, a lot to eat. I know they cook on them Traeger grills. Benny, I thank you for letting us be part of it, and hope you're satisfied with what we did this week. Give me a little bit more warning next time, my buddy. We always love you. So stay tuned for more Paradise Louisiana.
Hey, we've been fishing together for years as you watch the show, but I got my captain's license. I'm ready to take you out to share the kind of experience that I grew up with my family having. Give me a holler, chefkd.com. Don't tell nobody, but we gonna cook and eat pretty good on board. See you soon.
My neighbor Tony, he looked at me and said, man, you're crazy. You're about to leave out in this weather. And I said, sir, I have a tag fish to go catch.
I won this beautiful boat catching a tag redfish in Venice, Louisiana.
There's 100 redfish waiting. It all starts Memorial Day weekend. Sign up today.
Stay tuned with Paradise Louisiana. It's my first trip in the spillway this year. As you've seen all the cars already. We thought we were early. Waiting on KD. He's supposed to know where they're at. I might black cloud him. He might not even see that.
The best part about being a member of a Touchstone Energy Cooperative is that it's your Touchstone Energy Cooperative. That's the power of your co-op membership.
Demco, your Touchstone Energy Cooperative.
Gary, finally got the spillway down to 3 foot. We've been waiting for our 2018 Spillway Soccer Lake trip. Here it is. And a cloud in the sky. We ain't got no excuse.
Yeah, it's a full moon though. We'll find out we're a little late. KD, all these people that just landed. I'm late again. You've been out here 2 or 3 times. Yeah, so the pressure's on you, or you gonna put me on some fish.
The pressure's on the fish. We'll see. Y'all stay tuned. We gonna fish it. Bet you he got him a gas for
I tell you what, a boarfish, I told you, a boarfish here, you can wear these things out right here. Look at that boarfish. And a good boarfish too. First fish in the box, KD.
Hey, bro, you the dollar man.
Only points right now. Right now, this is a sacalay jig. Look, I've been messing. Hey, yo! Watch it. And let me tell you why I got to be careful. See that gill plate? It'll cut you in a minute.
Just like a razor blade.
Just like on a redfish.
Watch out, bump.
There it is. First fish of the day. We probably can stay here and wear them out.
Oh, Gary, look what I done found. I found a little bass.
A fillet?
No, he ain't a fillet. Here, goodbye. I got the jig tied on. I want the string to come off like that. You see how that bait's gonna hang like that? It gives you a horizontal presentation with your bait. Now I'm gonna take my little triple ripple grub. I like the chartreuse and pumpkin seed. I like black and chartreuse. I like popsicle. I'm threading it on there, and I'm coming out right here, right by the color change, and I'm gonna push it on. Now you see that bait? All right, now what I'm gonna do is add just a little bit of something to add a little juice to the mix. A little crappy ammo from the crappy psychic. Okay? Let me tell you something. It works great. What's even better, and I don't have it today, is some of my Berkeley crappie nibbles. If we had those, it would be super game on. But any little smell, you can take a piece of earthworm and just a pair of scissors, cut you off a little piece, and just thread it on that hook just like that. And then you put it in the water, and you just wait for your carp. There he is, gone.
Thunder carp. See that little rattle in there? Got rattles on it, glued on. Let's see how that works. I didn't know this was going to be a scout trip. Katie got me on a scout trip. He got me on camera. You see that? He got me on a scout trip. Just like he did to me at Old River. I mean,
Grand Isle?
Grand Isle.
When nobody catching no fish that day.
Yeah, yeah, but you run them off.
Oh, I run them off.
Yeah. Too many boats. Sometimes you do what. Sometimes you run where the boats are instead of run away from them. Don't. That's what we're looking for. Thought they had a little one in there. Huh? Don't get that cigar. Okay.
Oh yeah.
He ain't like the big one, but he fry him whole. Katie cuts him like that. Leave down a fish fryer. There it is. Ain't too big. First crocodile. Open it up.
Golly. I can move it, something hit it.
It's a gator. Thought that was a gator.
Wood cover like that, that little spot. Hung up? All right.
Oh, big one. Sackler, might need the net.
Sackler or bass? How do you jump like a bass? You want me to net him?
I think it's a big sackler. Oh. Got that 4 pound test line. That's a bass. Triple ripple. That 4 pound test line, you don't need no net on it.
Oh, you got 4 pound test?
That's, yeah. Got a little worm on him. It's coming out of the wood. That's it. That's a fillet. That's a Shakespeare Synergy little rod. I think ain't even 4 foot left. It handles panfish. It's amazing. Little rod. Real. Shakespeare. Not a product of pure fishing. It was good about this. Anytime you fish any kind of spin cast reel, it's underspin. Sometimes you have trouble with pickup. See how, even with light line, look how easy it picks up. And you set the drag. This is 4 pound test line. Normally I fish for 6, because when I go someplace they get a big old sackler. And then like a while ago we catch a good bass, you know. You want to get off. Look at that big brown. That way we're looking for too. That's a keeper.
Ooh. That's a spillway brim there. That's a handful.
That's what we were here for today. You know, we bought bass stuff because, you know, they turn on. I ain't gonna pass the bass stuff, but we came here for panfish and we had to work. It's moving so much. Where you caught them yesterday or 3 days ago. The way there was water's moving. And today is a full moon and tide's not moving, no wind. But these little rods will go back again. Where you catching brim, goggle eye, sac-a-lait, boarfish, whatever you want. It's real little, it's short. You wouldn't think you can get a lot of distance. I want you to see this cast right here, little bit. And another thing is that jig right there, fishing with kids, and you hang up a lot, and if you have a touch, that's that triple tail jig. I mean, go up, but look, you see that? That's like a bass bait. Watch the difference. Just a flick of the wrist. Kids, women, anybody not used to fishing, and even Gary Rasponi, you see it. You see what KD's using too. He uses a spin cast. Usually when KD's in a boat, he got about 4 or 5 kids all his own. You got beetle spin? Beetle spin? Now that's a goggle eye.
Gary said he had to have a goggle eye, so I rigged me up a little weedless beetle spin. Another species. Like Matt would say, species, we got a bunch.
Panfish. That's what we call panfish. You see how that rod bending? That's when you got 4-pound test line, it serves as a. Like, oh, I knew it was another good one, kid. KD way out in the middle. Another handful. KD. I knew you would come through sooner or later.
I'm definitely later.
Look at that. Bull brim. Get a bait. Good enough. You get over 90 degrees, you gotta hydrate. Ooh, really hydrate in the winter too, but this has been a lifesaver. Put me on some fish, KD.
Gary, I don't know. I don't think he's going to make it. I think he's also ran. Yep. That's why he hit it so hard. Pound for pound, meanest fish in the world.
As soon as it hit the water, I should say, uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. He got me around a tree now. I wasn't paying attention.
Boy, he's a big old cat. I mean a big cat.
Another catfish?
Blue cat.
Oh, a good blue cat.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm going to get him.
Take your time. Now
He's
you got him
around
out.
the tree.
Bring him out.
Better get in there.
Bring him out.
Get
Bring
in
him
there.
out.
We're going to get
Come on,
it.
baby. Come on, baby.
What in the world?
Come on, we're going to break.
Look
at that. Look at that big old cat.
Old rod. That ain't a big old, but that's perfect size. That's a.
That got Gary Rasponi. All right, turn him. Bring him out.
Ooh, beautiful. Now look how beautiful this one is.
There you go, sir. Happy birthday.
Look. Ain't that beautiful? Look. Now. I need my mitt. I didn't bring my mitt.
Who gives a mitt?
Look here, KD. Look. Yeah. Look where he was hooked. In the skin, look. It's still tough skin though, look. Woo. Now, there's a difference in this one. Look at this little quick quirks. I told him I'd pick him up with my hand, even though I ain't got my mitt. This is my saltwater box.
Open the box.
Get him. Get him in the can.
The perfect event calls for the perfect spread of authentic Cajun cuisine. And Catering Cajun has the planners, packages, and chefs to ensure your event is long remembered. For weddings, corporate lunches, or anything in between, give us a call.
Hey y'all, it's Sam Barbera. I'm with the Louisiana Wildlife and Fisheries Foundation. The foundation is a nonprofit that raises funds and provides support for the Louisiana Wildlife and Fisheries Department. We assist with numerous projects like black bear, whooping crane, bald eagle, as well as family, youth, and women's workshops. For all of the information on the foundation, visit lawff.org. We need your support to help our wildlife and fisheries. Visit lawff.org.
There's no better way to cool down this summer than with a delicious, thirst-quenching Polar Pop Cup from Circle K. The Polar Pop Cup is the coolest way to beat the heat. Fill your Polar Pop Cup up with the flavors you crave in crushed or cubed ice. Nothing stays cold longer, so you can stay refreshed all day long. Stop in Circle K today for an ice-cold Polar Pop Cup. Polar Pop Cup, only at Circle K. Take it easy.
Welcome back to the news segment of Paradise, Louisiana. And KD, before we start anything, the big news is Lynn Rollins and Jack Haynes. Look, Lynn, how can I tell you? You've been with us, I don't know, as long as I can remember. I know 12, 13 years you've been hunting and fishing with us. Started doing our voiceovers way back. You everything you ought to be in a broadcaster, number one.
And finally got the total recognition for it.
Well, you know, he was, like I said before, he was Broadcaster of the Year about 4 years, in Louisiana Broadcaster of the Year. And you've seen him on so many national networks, local networks. He was the voice of the Tigers on CST, does a lot with CST, loves the SEC network. Chris works with him a lot of times at LSU. They're always getting together. And he does all the voiceovers, and they're all our sponsors. But more thing than that, you need to be in a boat with him. He loves the outdoors. He loves his retrievers. His first retriever died. He's working with one now. He's so much fun to be on a goose or duck hunt with. He's just so excited. And now he got a good vehicle. You ain't got to worry about him breaking down. He travels all the time. He's just a super guy. So we got some comments from him. Let's go get them comments, and we come back. We got some comments from Jack Haynes. Let's get some comments. And this is Lynn Rollins getting his due at the Hall of Fame in Natchez.
And right now, I'm tighter than the top string on a Texas fiddle. So those are the things that come to mind immediately. It is an immense honor to be here as a result of the voting of my peers. There was some lunacy, evidently, as we went through that, but nonetheless, I'm eternally grateful.
So it is with great pleasure, I say with pride to my friend and to all of you, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the first winner of the Distinguished Service Award in Sports Journalism and Louisiana Sports Hall of Famer, Lynn Rollins.
Gary, maybe I don't have the same amount of time that some people do to enjoy the outdoors, especially on the weekend, but I enjoy it for the same reason that they do. The solemnness, the spirituality, really, of duck hunting, or in a marsh trying to catch that elusive redfish, or whatever the case may be. There's something natural, there's something pure, and there's something that soothes the soul. I think it's inside all of us. And so when you get a chance to go into that relief zone as opposed to a stadium with 100,000 screaming football fans, yes, that is fun. It's important to a lot of people, but there is a serenity and there is a stillness and there is a purpose for being in the outdoors.
Hey, that's awesome with Lynn, but now Jack Haynes, who has been the epitome of a professional bass fisherman, won the first Bass Masters Classic as a Louisiana angler. He has been in the hunt countless years.
I think that was a 77, 78, so that's how far back it was.
That's how far back it was to get rid of that 50.
But I want you to remember, I did an interview with him at the high school state championships at Toledo Bend. His grandson fishes with St. Thomas More.
Can't get it out the bloodstream, but check this out, a little bit of what this honor means to him.
You know, when we got into fishing and they started this thing in the early 60s when Bobby Murray won the first Bass Masters Classic over at Lake Mead, we started reading all the articles and wanting to do what he did. And my job as a crop duster at that time, afforded me, because it was so seasonal, the ability to go to other lakes. And then they built Toledo Bend. And, you know, normally when I started fishing, I was fishing in all of the local Henderson Basin, Lacassine, anywhere I could get that 12-foot boat in that my grandpa had built. And so when the Bassmasters started, and we read the articles about Bobby Murray and winning on a Zorro spinnerbait, and Toledo Bend was just in, I decided that I wanted to try to see what we could do. And Rice City Bass Club had started. It was in the infant stages, and I was one of those that wanted a lot of information, and I met probably the guru of bass fishing in the Crowley, Rain area, all around that area, and his name was Topat Morrow. And Topat taught me probably more than anybody else in bass fishing.
You know, I'm sitting here with all these great athletes and coaches and, you know, press riders and all of that. I'm really overwhelmed by all of this, and I'm extremely humbled, as everyone else was here. But I just happy to be involved, I promise you.
Now, guys, look, we got a meeting coming up this Tuesday, right before this. We're not going to be able to report on it because we're recording right in front of it. But you need to check before you go snapper fishing just what the story's going to be. Because right now they're saying the season's probably going to hold till the 9th of July. It may do some weekends then or some weekends later. We're just not sure. So get online and check it, because the original survey said we were going to make our quota by about the 8th or 9th of July. But y'all know the wind and the nasty weather we had went from like 117,000 pounds catch in a week down to 20. So they're going to tally all this up. They may hold off. I don't know exactly what's going to happen. Just make sure you check before you go out.
You can believe that the Secretary of Wildlife Fisheries, Mr. Jack, said he's going to make sure the fishermen get taken care of. But if you're watching this on Thursday and the meeting's tomorrow, what you can do is you can also go to their website, like you said, but you can check the Advocate out. You can check the websites for the Sportsman magazine. Everybody's going to have this.
Oh, yeah. It's something you got to stay on top of. But I bet you if we can get a half a day's extra fishing, he's going to get that to us. Now, one of my favorite things to eat, and everybody's like Chris Morgan says, he'd hate to come back into the world as a shrimp, because everybody wants to eat you, right?
Well, they closed a bunch of shrimp season, but let me tell you, they kept a few of them open. But bait fishermen can still catch bait, so if you got your favorite.
But as of this airing, all coastal Louisiana will be closed for white shrimp. It will be closed.
Shrimp season now closed from Mississippi State Line west on the 2nd, and will be closed on all coastal waters. Today's the 2nd while we tape.
We're taping, so it's closed today.
The Federal Hog Management Advisory Task Force will meet July the 12th. And if you're still having trouble with hogs, everybody's having trouble with hogs. I went with a guy today who's been killing them. He said he ain't made a dent. He's going to start sending me pictures. He asked me if I want to go video. He's catching them in their traps. You know, one thing bad about them, because they're trying to give this meat. Some of this meat is good, and they're trying to give it to people. We're trying to eradicate them. I don't care whether they eat, whether coyotes eat them. I don't care, because they're running some farmland. They're running hunting leases. They're running everything. But he was telling me if they don't get to them quick enough and shoot them, they die. In this heat, in that pen, they die. Task Force meet July the 12th at 9 a.m. in Louisiana Department of Wildlife and Fisheries headquarters in Baton Rouge on Quail Drive.
Got any comments? Get it to them so they can bring it up. And we're going to be right back, because Lord knows we got some good tournament reports.
I got some drink. You got me choking.
Hey, look, you talk about hydration. You know we got out to sign in, Powerade and all that. We went fishing Saturday afternoon. Stuart said, man, you got enough water? I said, yeah, man, I got 14 Dasani's, 4 Powerades. I even had one of my little monster drinks that I like. I got news for you. We ran out. I was melting ice cubes in the jar. So you better allow at least 6 or 8 bottles of water per person when you get on that heat. But we'll be right back.
To make you feel better, I talked to John Chiller at Coca-Cola.
It's coming?
Got you some monster drinks coming. Zero monster.
Zero monster. All right, we'll be right back.
watching Paradis Louisiana.
Berkeley Power Bait Max Set. Outfishes original power bait by 45%. Disperses a supercharged scent field that attracts more fish and triggers more strikes. Power Bait Max Set. Fish bite and won't let go.
Ask me about my Tempur-Pedic.
Ask me how fast I fall asleep.
Why not talk to someone who's sleeping on the most highly recommended bed in America?
Ask me about staying asleep.
Tempur-Pedic owners are more satisfied than owners of any traditional mattress brand.
Ask me how it feels after 10 years.
Tempur-Pedic, the most highly recommended bed in America.
Ask about Tempur-Pedic at O'Lynn's, where you know you always get the guaranteed low price. O'Lynn's is the only store in Baton Rouge and Lafayette with the full line of Tempur-Pedics.
Welcome to Berkeley Albert Garcia Fishing Report. KD, you know, we've been hearing about the track going and coming. They ain't there. I talked to a lot of people, and especially one of the best fishermen, trout fishermen, Grand Isle. He said he can go catch all the little fish in the back. I'm talking about Tommy Vidrain, but the big trout hadn't showed up until this last weekend. The wind was rough, people fishing in the back, and we get some great reports. Now, I got this report mostly from you because you've been talking with a lot of people. You've been going back and forth to try about, said the best with live shrimp.
That's it.
The full moon is over. Behind us, shrimp season is closing, makes for lighter tides and clear water. So,
and it's working. Look, that charter I had the other day, we had a limit of reds, and we had a bunch, probably 15 or 20 small reds, and a few keeper trout, and a bunch of small trout, but we stayed behind the island.
you know what you can get a lot of them too right now is cockahoe. You know, croaker, you know, the Bridgeside Dynamite, you can go to Bridgeside, you can find croaker still there, Carolina rigging croaker. I even heard some people fishing croaker under a cork. Now, you usually don't do that. You know, you Carolina rigging. And then, let me go and talk about concentrating a little bit.
Yep.
I was over there the other day and watching the people come in. Chaz has been fishing the trestles, but they're catching puppy drum, they're catching sheephead, okay? They're using live bait, throwing them up against the pollens. They're getting out of the heat under there. They're catching the trestles. The trout, they're running way south. Marcellus, you know where Marcellus Castle is? Off of them runs, they're catching white trout. White trout, Grandma, I seen 10 boats there when we were running out with the young boy.
Now, if you're
Gator.
catching those white trout, make sure you throw them in icy water, not on top of ice, because that'll keep that meat firm.
Sludge.
You got
Use
that
sludge,
sluice.
like a
That's
lot
right.
of them do. And then don't leave them in the freezer that
Man,
long.
they could go by Circle K and just get a whole bunch of the
Sludge. That's right.
slushy cups put on there.
Yeah, but no, KD, you know, and they fishing plastic. They just like they always doing. But live shrimp still down there. Island Marina got a ton of live shrimp. People are going out in Lake Catherine catching fish. They're going out in Mystico and catching fish. But the best run, they're running all the way to Hopedale. Well, that's what we did with that captain. He's running to Hopedale. When I tell you, you can call him. He's still got some openings. Matt McKay, he's one of the best captains around. We run them rough things with that little boy in there. When as soon as he got there, you ought to see these redfish. They're unbelievable. You're going to see more of that next week. But let me tell you this. My buddy, Ken Lambert, real close. Him and his brother, Hal been busy, but Ken had his grandsons there. They came in earlier in the week. Them boys are going out in a kayak right out of Clipper Estates. And they're fishing this right here. Look here. I even got it rigged for you. You see that? That's a screw-in hook. See that screw where it screws in? And you bear in that hook, fishing at Wheatus where they got grass. You can fish it. You can fish it like a frog. You can drop it in and out the grass. It is unbelievable. And you get a good sharp hook. This is a 4-aught. Some people use 5-aught hook, and use a bigger because it'll go further back. This is the way them boys were rigging that. I'm talking about these 12, 14-year-old boys. They catch it. Now I got some pictures
they
here.
work.
2 days, I know. One day they caught 8 or 10. Next day they caught them. Caught a big flounder. I ate some of them bass and a flounder.
Now look,
on Saturday night.
I see this picture now with you and April Hash. Where'd you find the skinny suit you wear? Look like you done lost about 30 pounds,
Well,
man.
I look good.
You're looking good.
I look almost good as her, huh? But,
no, I'm not going there.
But she got it. April Rogers, and it was Randy Henry and the boat captain out of Island Girl at Brookside Marina, and they were almost 60 miles off Grand Isle and caught these in Green Canyon. She remembers taking that picture. I asked her give me more information, and she did. So you want to?
I got one that's close to my heart. Just old buddy of mine, good buddy of yours, Larry Dwyron Jr.'s been talking about it. He's got that big old Freeman cat coming in with the 4 outboards. Well, it finally came in, and he went out with his favorite crew. It's Larry, his wife Angela, son Joseph, and daughter Molly. And they went out, and man, they had this huge tuna come up alongside the boat. Man, they finally got him to bite. 2 hours later, 157-pound yellowfin. Check out this picture of Joseph with this big old grouper. He said they broke it in right and they read it. And all I can tell you.
You know, you're talking about Larry. I've been waiting for years. He's supposed to take me and his son, his bass fisherman. He fished in Morgan City Bass Club. I'm still waiting on my trip, Larry. But this time
Not that he hustles them.
But this time of year, he just loves that offshore fishing. His little girl and them, his wife, their whole family, they're gone.
Well, you're
but look,
staying in Grand Isle now. I got one hot one for you.
Oh yeah.
After that bite slowed down, Aaron Pierce, the guy that him and Roger invented that 4 horseman cork, we all work out that Leeville
They calling for you right now.
They calling for me right now. They limited out 150 trout for 10 a.m. Okay, today is Monday. This was Saturday. You talk about smoking them from a slow bite to smoking them. That's unbelievable. But the opposite side's the old buddy, Ron Amy, and Cesar Garcia. They go down to Delacroix, and he gives us that report. He said the bite window was 4 seconds.
Yeah, that's a different.
Yeah, they didn't have much.
Michael Long sent us a big picture. Michael always sent a really nice specs and reds, way to go. And talking about specs in the Fouchon area, James Emily just left his mama's funeral. She taught him right. He goes over there. He was showing me some pictures. He was fishing out of Fouchon. He was fishing in the Calumet, and they went out there to the tank. They were catching bigger trout. He didn't catch the 30-something, but they were big. They were all in the 3 and 4 pound range. He had a bunch of them on there. Live shrimp, but he brought some live cockatoos, and boys get him. And a lot of times, them bigger fish, putting them on the Carolina rig, and them cockatoos, they hit them.
Well, you know what the best live bait there is to throw? The one the fish gonna bite on.
That's one the fish
Because they
don't
don't
bite
always bite the same.
I got it before we get out of here, the fishing report. Ken Lambert.
Yep.
He feeds me, he cooks. He told me to make sure to tell you that you wouldn't own this if they cooked for me. His son Shannon made some shrimp pasta. But he said, no, my daddy made the gravy. I cooked the pasta. I said, well, sure, I can cook pasta. I can boil pasta.
Jerry was bragging the other day he learned how to cook. I said, really? He said, yeah, I can boil pasta.
Look, this is really good, Ken.
Hey, look, I don't mind eating other people's cooking. I'm going to put this right out there now. Because when I get to OV, I'm either cooking or eating.
Okay.
Now, here's some fresh water. You got.
Fresh water. Our long tall buddy. He's been in all the magazines and everything. He's getting too big. I thought he was getting too big for us. He did a show the other day on Don's show, and it was great. And they were over there catching them big sac-a-lait, but his buddies really caught them right there. See these pictures right here? They're from Paradis, Louisiana. He took fishing this week. He said he had some awesome day in Bio Black off the pipeline canals and the side canals using black and white tube jig. I had some short truce tails like he put on them when I fished with him.
I didn't touch
them. They in my boat.
Okay.
I mean, they in my box right now. This is the other, my extra one, but he's putting that little bite on there, because it's the ammo.
Well, you remember the other day we were getting nibbled on and not bit? And those crappy nibbles from Berkeley and a little socket.
You did.
Put it on the hook and they loaded up.
That's what it did. And I want to thank him for that. Keep it up. Along with the crappie socket, ammo, and chartreuse. Pitches the guy in the blue shirt is Mark Mayer, and the other is his brother Mike Mayer. So thank you again. Keep us in touch. Keep us on them fish. Crappie socket, you and your wife, y'all working hard. I'm glad y'all having some success.
Well, and then look,
can't go nowhere. You know,
we use this all the time. We talk about these guys right here with the Matrix Chad. I mean, Chaz and them really put some work.
Only thing bad, he's been putting film. We've been talking too much. We ain't get some of his little segments. We got to bring him on pretty soon.
We're always talking about, hey man, I wish I could catch more fish. Man, everybody I pull up and they're all on the treetop. Well, Darryl sent me this one that they had some extra plumbing off a job site, and so they took some PVC and that flex line and some palmetto leaves and made some structure. Now he's saying you set these down in about 5 or 6 foot of water where you kind of know fish would be moving, and then you just set them down and say you go back the next day and catch fish on them. Now what kind of fish?
Fast they are.
Depends on
they
what kind of fish.
get better when they get the scum on them, minerals around them. Just like everybody putting Christmas trees, but these last forever. My buddies, you know, they're not Italian like me. I always want to save a little money, but they're getting these buskets. You can buy them. I don't buy them on the internet. But one buddy, the Lake St. John and the Lake Bruin, they buy them, pay $80 a piece for them. They're just a bucket. Every time they find paint guys and contractors, they get that bucket, fill it with concrete, put them PVC in it, and that's where we go.
I got to tell you a story. A buddy of mine's got a hardware store in Baton Rouge because we're right at the end of the show. We got a little shout out to do. But he had about 50 of these buckets out, and he just was giving them away. Telling me, take some when you leave, take some when you leave. Nobody took them, so he said, you know, I think I know people pretty good. So he put the buckets kind of to the front of the building in the middle of the parking lot, put a $5 a bucket sign on it, they were all gone the next morning.
Ain't that something?
Yep, they put a value on it, they stole it.
Yeah, them people stopping wasn't Italian, I promise you. I don't want to talk about my people, but
all right now,
we know that.
Hey, you got a little shout out?
Yeah, I tell you what we're gonna do. We're gonna come back and we're gonna say goodbye.
All right.
For generations, anglers from across the globe have put their trust in Abu Garcia. Because out here on the water, we know our science is your religion. Fish like a fanatic with the latest generation of Revo. Featuring up to 24 pounds of max drag. Designed for leverage and power. Built on corrosion resistance and comfort. World-class adventure awaits with Revo. Abu Garcia for life.
The perfect event calls for the perfect spread of authentic Cajun cuisine. And Catering Cajun has the planners, packages, and chefs to ensure your event is long remembered. For weddings, corporate lunches, or anything in between, give us a call.
In Louisiana, our state parks are the perfect family destination. With nearly 180 miles of trails through park grounds and historic sites, you can endlessly explore nature, try some kayaking or world-class fishing, then find the perfect campsite or settle into a cozy cabin. Louisiana is calling, and she's using her outside voice. Plan your escape today at www.lastateparks.com.
Okay, Brett, safety and car insurance.
Never scored a safety. That's defense. But go on, please.
Yeah, defensive. That's exactly how you should drive.
There is no such thing as a defensive drive. Offense makes the drive.
Oh, I mean when you're on the road.
But it doesn't matter, home or away.
Okay, clearly I'm striking out here.
That's baseball.
Get great auto rates from Farm Bureau Insurance. Call your agent today.
Hey, it's time to say goodbye, but before we do that, if you hadn't got your new license yet, you ain't got one. Get your license renewed, get out there and catch some fish. We thank you so much for that.
The offshore permit, too.
Yep, offshore permit, that's true, true.
I got a letter that told me I thought I did mine, but it told me I did.
You got a special tribute to an old fishing buddy of yours.
Right. Miss Sylvia White Zimmerly. Boy, I'm telling you what, she was one of the best fishing ladies I knew. She had a camp at Bell River. Chico Gonzalez's wife, Miss Liz, they used to sit on that porch, catch sac-a-lake, catch bass, catch catfish. They go in the spillway in their boat, catch brim, goggle-eyed. She loved to fish. What she really loved was going to fish the coast. I got some pictures of her that I got from her family. Had a funeral today, I tell you what.
Yeah, 1939 to 2018, that's a full life.
I'll tell you what.
We celebrate her life.
All her kids, all her kids, all of them, family, the girls, everybody, they all fish. Daughter-in-laws, everybody. So, goodbye, Miss Sylvia. Say a prayer for me. Take care of me. Get rid of some of this black cloud. Also, we got to see, if you saw, we teased this week, Wish to Fish and Jada Dean. Jada Dean and Mom and Daddy are Captain Matt McKay. Next week, you stay tuned. We got a great, great show. coming up with them out on the water and watch this young man cut up. Saw you some pictures today of him with his trophy, you know, at the weigh-in. But let me tell you what, Wish the Fish is going. I miss, you were there. You got a couple of things with
kayak
Danica.
boys, yep.
Yeah, but it was the Sons of Saints. We did thing in the boats one time down in the Wrigley's. But now this time, them kids were in a kayak. You should have seen them. Next week, we're going to bring you more. We're going to show you some pictures. How excited those fish were.
They were plump, can I tell you?
I've seen them kids.
Hey,
Sons of Saints.
All good things come to an end. This show is about at that point. We thank y'all. We love you. Take care of God's great outdoors and pick up more trash than you bring. Pick up an extra bottle or two float. We love you. See you later. I like that little skinny outfit, man. Where can I get me one?
We're going to do it.
Paradise, Louisiana is brought to you by Circle K. Taking it easy. Louisiana State Parks. Follow your outside voice to our parks and historic sites. Farm Bureau Insurance. Demco, your Touchstone Energy Cooperative. Baton Rouge Coca-Cola Bottling Company. Benny's Car Wash and Oil Change. Louisiana Fish Fry Products. Veterans Help Foundation. Relief Windows. Experience. Quality. Service. Catering Cajun. Creative catering from casual to corporate. And by CCA Louisiana and the CCA Louisiana Star Tournament.